Okay, so let's start the week 17. Okay, तो हम चैप्टर 15 चैप्टर 5 के 14 श्लोकास कर चुके हैं. Now we'll start with the next sloka, that is sloka number 15. नादत्ते कस्यचित् पापं न चैव सुकृतं विभुः अज्ञानेनावृतं ज्ञानं तेन मुह्यन्ति जन्तवः. नेक्स्ट श्लोक. ज्ञानेन तु तद्ज्ञानम् येषां नाशीतमात्मनः तेषामादित्यवज्ज्ञानं प्रकाशयति तत्परम्. नेक्स्ट श्लोक. तद्बुद्ध्यस्तदात्मानस्तन्निष्ठास्तत्परायणः गच्छन्त्य पुनरावृत्तिं ज्ञानीरधूतकल्मषः. नेक्स्ट श्लोक. विद्या विनय संपन्ने ब्रह्मण्ये गविहस्तिनि शुनि चैव स्वपाके च पंडिता समदर्शिनः. ठीक है, तो लेट्स क्विकली टॉक अबाउट द मीनिंग. ठीक है, तो बेसिकली राइट, आई मीन when we get involved into any actions, right, it is not, or any action, it can be sinful or a virtuous one, right? It is because of our ignorance we get involved in all of those things. Okay, but once the ignorance is, or this ignorance is destroyed by the knowledge, right, so only way we can destroy this ignorance is through the knowledge, right? So that's why we need to be in knowledge, that is a divine knowledge. Okay, and a being, right, or a person, right, who is completely absorbed into one universal energy, right, or he has a complete faith in him, right? So there are no sins for him, whatever he does, right, because all the action he does is all the action which he does, right, it is not of ignorance, because he's already absorbed in that one consciousness. So a learned being, who is called a learned being over here, right, who sees divine in all, right, or who sees everything divine in every being. Okay, so that is that person is called a learned being. Okay. Okay, so let's start with the next 19th shloka. So we have covered 15, 16, 17, 18. इहैवतर्जितः सर्गो हेषां साम्ये स्थितं मनः निर्दोषं हि समं ब्रह्म तस्माद् ब्रह्मणि ते स्थितः. नेक्स्ट श्लोक. इप्रहस्येति प्रियं प्राप्य नो द्विजेत प्राप्य चाप्रियं स्थिरबुद्धिर्समूढो ब्रह्मविद् ब्रह्मणि स्थितः. बाह्यस्पर्शे स्वसक्तात्मा विन्द्यत्यात्मनि यत्सुखं स ब्रह्मयोगयुक्तात्मा सुखमक्षमुष्णुते. नेक्स्ट श्लोक. ये हि संस्पर्शसा भोगा दुःखयोन्य एव ते आदयन्तवन्त कौन्तेय न तेषु रमते बुधः. ठीक है, तो लेट्स टॉक क्विकली अबाउट द मीनिंग, राइट. So a person whose mind is established, right, established in one goal, that is to get out of the cycle of birth and death, right? So they possess the quality of the universe, or the God, what to say. And established in a God, right, it does not happen by a chance, right? You have to have firm understanding before you have that kind of faith in God, right? Otherwise it will not happen. that commitment, right? That commitment will not come until you have something very tangible, right? So most of the people don't do commitment uh, until they have a love for that thing, or they are feared about that, right? Or there is a greed involved into that, right? So you, if you can see, right, if you can remember that whenever we talk about God, right, we are always in one of this situation. Either we have a deep love for that, for the universe or the God. Either we are fearful, right? In most of the cases, we are fearful. Then we go to the temples and all of those things, and also the greed, right? Sometimes greed overcomes us, and that's where we reach out to God. Some of the things, right? So person who is not involved into the external pleasure, right, sense of pleasure, right, and and who is satiated into the God himself, he is a pure yogi, and he will have an unending happiness, because he is not depending upon anything external for his happiness. Okay. Now the next is very important shloka, right? Ye hi samsparsha bhoga dukha yonya evate adayanta vanta kaunteya na teshu ramate buddha. Right? The pleasure of the senses, right? Or from the contact of the senses through appearance, right? All the five senses, what you're talking about, right? That pleasure, what you got, right? It is very ephemeral, right? And that is the source of misery. You wanted to hear the good words, or you want to smell the right thing, or you wanted to taste good things, right? Or anything, right? You want to have a touch, right? So everything is kind of, you're depending upon something external, and that is the cause of misery in most of the cases. Okay, let's proceed with the next shlokas. Okay. शक्नोति हैवस्य सोढुं प्राक्शरीरविमोक्षणात् कामक्रोधोद्भवं वेगं स युक्तः स सुखी नरः. Quickly talking about the meaning इसका, ठीक है. Person who can come out of desire and anger, right, before he dies. So these are two emotions, right? Either the anger or the desires, right? That is the cause of all unhappiness in this one. So once a person comes out of this, he will be happy. Okay. Next shloka. Yonta sukhontaraatmans. Sorry. Yonta sukhontara ramas tathantar jyotirevayah sayogi brahma nirvanam brahma bhutodhigacchati. Then again he's talking about, right, so anger and desire should not be there. Then what should be there, right? So you should be happy within yourself, delighted in the God, right? That is what he's talking about. Next loka. Labhante brahma nirvana mrishaya sheena kalmashaha chinna dvedhaya tatmana sarva bhuta hite rataha. Okay. So person whose sins are destroyed, or basically who all his sins are annihilated, right? And whose mind is more disciplined. And when I'm talking about disciplined mind, it is like focus, right, towards your commitment, towards your goals, right, or higher goals, not the smaller goal, but to higher goals, right? And that person can only come out of this material existence. Okay. Next shloka. Kama krodha vimuktatma yatinam yat chetasam abhito brahma nirvanam vartate viditatmanam. So a sannyasi, okay, who has come out of anger and lust, right? And that is where we're talking about constant effort to come out of your anger and lust, right? And who has a control over his mind, right? So that is called a liberated soul. Okay. Next shloka. Sparshan kritva bahirbahyans chakshushchaivantare bhruvau pranapano samo kritva nasa bhayantar charino yatendriyamano buddhir munirmoksha parayanaha vigatesha bhayakrodho yasada mukta eva saha. ठीक है. तो basically when we talk about the meaning of the shlokas, right? When you shut your mind of all the external enjoyment, or talking about the sense enjoyment, and focus everything inside, okay? And how it will happen? It will only happen through the breath, right? I mean, you focus on your breath, right? And thus you control your senses, your mind, and your intellect, right? And you come out of all the fears, anxiety, desires, and everything. So every time you have to have control on your mind, right? You focus first on your breath. You want to have a control on your senses, you focus on your breath, right? For a control on your intellect, you focus on your breath. See how your breath is changing, right? That is very important. Next shloka. भोक्तारं यज्ञतपसां सर्वलोकमहेश्वरं सुहृदं सर्वभूतानां ज्ञात्वा मां शान्तिमृच्छति. Having realized me as the sense of all sacrifices and austerities, right? So basically, finally, what do you want to attain, right? You want to be in unity with something which you have not experienced. Maybe you call a universal soul or a power. You want to merge into him, right? That is the ultimate power, or ultimate motto of one's life. And in India, we normally call it as a moksha, right? So that's what it is. Okay. So I think that's what pretty much for this. And we have finished all shlokas, and we'll meet into the next week. That would be a week 18, I guess. Yeah, week 18. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye.